So when you get in, I'll tell you about your headset quick. So headset goes on just like normal. The mic's right there. It adjusts up and down. It's very comfortable. What's also nice is it has noise canceling on it, so it turns off a lot of the sound of the engine. So when you put it on, you'll push this little power button. It will help cancel a lot of the noise, and then you have volume for each ear. It's on the lowest right now.
Okay.
You can just move it upwards to make it louder. Okay.
Okay.
But that should help with the noise. But so that's the headset. Put that up there for now. So in here, the black lever is your throttle.
Mm-hmm.
The RPM gauge is right there. Okay. Mixture is right here. Lights are all right here. Circuit breakers. These are avionics, which is these two. So you have your normal attitude, airspeed, and altitude, which you can always look at. We also will have another one set right in here with it, but it was digital, and you'll kind of see the difference. It's not hard to look at. It's just a little bit different. Our GPS stuff is over in these two screens. Flaps are way over there. We'll just put them down during landing.
Now, when you take off, do you leave the flaps down on takeoff?
We can take off with 10 degrees of flaps, and that's the maximum we can take off with. Usually we don't. We usually can take off with 0, and it's perfectly fine as well.
Okay.
But you can take off with 10 perfectly
Okay.
normal. It just helps you get up in the air a little
Right.
quicker, so we can always do that.
Well, I flew out of a almost rural.
Oh, so nice.
It was one strip little airport
Yeah.
in North Carolina.
So you had to use the flaps all the time.
And it was a long time ago. There's a lot of things I don't remember. But anyway.
Yeah. Your seat here, your buckle will buckle up before. Your seatbelt will come across here. Sometimes I have to push the bottom button, but it'll come across here, buckle into here, just like in a car. There's a little T handle right here, and you pull that, and then you can pull on here, and we can help you scoot up so you can reach the rudder pedals and everything. It's as high as it can go right now. Hopefully that will be high enough. We do have booster seats if not, but that should help. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll be on the other side. The button for talking, which I'll take care of, is this top one. You can't really see it, but there's a button right up here.
Okay.
That's the one you just have to watch out for. These are trim as well. This wheel I was telling you about. So if you're pulling back a lot here, like in level flight, just roll this back a little bit, and that will help out. Okay. If you're pushing forward a lot, you want to push trim forward. Okay. So you'll
be watching.
Yeah, I'll watch you. Don't worry. But just in case. Any other questions?
No, not really.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll let him get in the back, and he can put anything he wants in the back. So, and then we can get you in as well. All right. Are you going to be on my side? All right. You can go ahead and get in. All right. So you have to step up there. Go ahead and pull anywhere on the seat. That's fine.
Okay.
There you go. And try to step right inside there. There you go. Do you want a booster seat so you can see a little bit?
It might be.
Okay.
It might be helpful.
Just stay right there. I'll get it.
Okay.
Situated there?
Yeah. Gosh. The rotors are a long ways off.
I think you might have been going in to get you something.
Yeah, I need something behind me, I think.
Okay.
Just do that. Yeah, I have one.
Is the car locked or?
It is.
Is it in your your purse?
Yeah.
I'll get it for you.
Let's see, my car is...
The car's right next to my truck, right? Well, he's bringing... Maybe
Yeah, he's got pads.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good.
All right. So,
I'll have to get out.
not necessarily. You can just scoot over. So you can
Oh, that'll help.
Let's see, that might help. All right, let's go ahead and see if that works. A little bit higher.
I think this will be all right.
Otherwise, I can just double up this bottom one.
I'm kind of concerned about the rudders, is reaching the rudders. Oh, yeah, that helps a lot. Yeah, I can do that.
If you can't reach them perfectly, it's okay.
I
You know,
can. And then the brakes are up
the
here.
brakes are on the top. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so that helps a little bit. Otherwise, you can just put this seat down on the bottom.
No, it's fine. I think this is fine.
It should work pretty well.
And I'll probably throw my legs on that side so you have some room to come back.
No worries. I can.
Where's my belt?
Your belt is right there. Yep. Go ahead and pull that one. Here's the start for it. There you go. There you go. All right, your headset is right up here. And then the little controller for it, let's pull it up here. And then that's the little on button, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and push that all the way down. Push that down. Good.
Well, I need glasses for close up. But I probably won't need them.
We'll figure it out.
Is there someplace I can hear?
Yep, you can put them actually. There's a cup holder right here if you need them. This might even be a little better.
Oh,
You alright?
yeah, I just... Where's the runway?
Way over there. Over that way.
Okay.
It shouldn't be that bad once we're actually flying. Like I said, if you can't reach the pedals exactly, that's okay. I'll do as much as I can. You buckled up back there? Or in the process?
Yep.
Alright. I'm good at that then. So would you like to go downtown? Kind of go sightseeing a little bit as well?
If you want to.
Well, it's your flight, not me.
Okay.
This will go right there.
Okay.
I'll be able to hear you in just a little bit with my headset. Do you want to go downtown a little bit?
She was actually originally saying she was more comfortable probably just flying out over regular stuff and doing
We can
that.
do
So,
that then.
you
Well,
choose.
I'm okay.
No, whatever you would like. I have no
Yeah.
problem.
What do you think?
We can go just out.
I can go downtown.
I mean, I have no problem either way. So
I
if
mean,
you want
downtown would be cool if you want to.
to go downtown quickly and then
Okay.
go like this way, and
All
it doesn't take that long to really go downtown, honestly. So that's not bad. Okay.
Okay.
So the key is going all the way over here.
Now, do I do anything with this before we start? Or
We do have to actually prime this engine.
okay.
So priming the engine is going to be used this. It's not like a primer, it's just we're fuel injected. So what I'm going to do is throttle, we're going to push slightly forward. That's going to go forward. We're going to turn the master on. That's all good. Alright, that's good. Alright, now we're going to prime, so we're going to do the fuel pump on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull that back. Throttle system. Clear! Now go ahead and turn that key all the way to start and hold it for until it fully starts. There you go. right now all that I'm doing is entering our fuel calculations in here. I gotta wait for this one. So what I'll do is if you want to go downtown, we'll put downtown in there as a direct to destination, which is just, and that's more or less just for brief navigation there. We'll get the new weather, there's that there. Let me see what downtown's is.
So you're setting this on...
What he just told me, 3007 is our barometric pressure
okay.
today. And all of that's doing is gonna allow us to just be at this right airport elevation is really what that's gonna be.
I see.
So this is your airspeed here if you want to see there. This is our altitude, but they also are displayed right here, okay?
Right.
I'll kind of talk you through when we're leveling off and such. Alright, so we're going to start taxiing. We're going to go this way, and then Bravo Charlie, or Charlie Bravo, however you want to describe it today.
How about these things? Do they go?
They close.
Do you want them in?
Right now we can close if you want. So, and then there's an air vent here, and it's all the way open, air vent up there, and so on and so forth. So, you do have air vents. And go ahead and turn our nav lights on. Sorry. We'll taxi in just a minute. Alright, go ahead and add some power.
Oh, you...
Push in to add power. And we're in a divot right now, so let me get it out of the divot because it's going to be quite a bit of, some bit of power. There we go. My brakes work good. Alright, so if you want to try taxiing, we can follow this line here. Yep.
Oh,
just
boy.
look as much as you can. And we'll start turning left. So with your foot, there you go. Pull a little power back. And we'll go this way to your right.
Did I kill it?
Nope, just went to idle.
Okay.
You're good. We'll go this way. And straighten out. If you want, we can try putting this other cushion underneath you as well. That might help.
Be a good idea.
Alright, so we'll just stop right up here and do it.
Okay.
So I have controls. So you can let go. I got them. Let me bring it to stop. And what we'll try to do... Alright, what we'll try to do is... Let me...
Well, the seat doesn't come up any farther.
No, what we could do is maybe... Is that better, by chance?
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah.
That should help.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I need to get the feel of these rudders.
Yeah, that's as far forward as I think I can make that, so... Alright, so now we're going to do a run-up, so... We're going to test the engine, this is pretty much what we're doing. So flight controls first off, they look good. We do a big box pattern to make sure that's good. Set that. Alright, now throttle, we're going to go up to 1800 RPM. So we're going to bring the throttle up.
How far do you go before you start pulling the nose up?
We're going to go up to an airspeed of 65 knots.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, we're going to test our magnetos. We got a slight drop, that's good. Back to both. One more time to the left, slight drop, back to both. We have oil pressure, oil temps coming up, vacuum pressure is good, amps are 0. That's perfect because that means that the alternator is actually doing its job. We're going to test our steer, that's good. He's leaning, no, that's cool. What's that mean? Alright, now we're going to check idle. It idles nice and slow, which is good. Power back up to 1,000 and we're ready to go. Just where it's at right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is your left hand's going to be here. On takeoff, your right hand will be here. Once we get lined up with the runway, we'll add power all the way. And then what we'll do is we'll accelerate down the runway, we'll rotate and start pulling back at about 65 knots and just push just enough so it starts coming off the ground. And then we'll climb about 75, 80 knots, okay?
Okay.
I'll walk you through it.
Now, when I start to take off, I pull this all the way back.
You push it forward. So forward makes you go faster. So
I'm sorry, yeah.
you're
right.
okay. So let me get clearance to take off. Oh, here we go. Lean forward again. There we go. That better.
Is this the runway right here?
Yep, that's it. So add a little power. Yep, left hand can go on the yoke. And remember with your feet, so pull a little power back. And we'll go this way. Add a little power now. Alright, add all the way with the power. Go all the way forward. Easy. There you go. Push it all the way. Oops. You're fine, you're doing fine.
I'm wobbling.
Off the brakes, so lift your feet up quick. Lift your feet up.
Oh.
There you go. I just didn't want us being on the brakes. Alright, start slowly pulling back. There you go, just like so. Just like that. There you go. We're up fine.
Okay, now, what height do we want?
We're going to go up to 2,500 feet. So you can let the nose come down a little bit. So just push forward just a little bit. There you go. And we're going to climb up a little bit before we start turning.
Which way are we going to turn?
We're going to turn left here momentarily. Don't worry about that. That's for the altitude alerter. We gotta climb a little bit higher and then we'll start our turn. Alright, gently start a gentle turn to about that second line, between the first and second line. So,
Rudder and...
yep. A little rudder, a little aileron. There you go. And we're gonna go all the way around to... I'm just gonna bring our heading around for us. Right about there. We're just gonna look and we'll see downtown momentarily as we start turning. Yep, I got controls. If you want to put your sunglasses, I have the controls. Alright, do you see downtown over there? Way out in the distance? That's where we're gonna head.
Okay.
Alright, roll wings level. There you go. We're almost up to our altitude, okay?
We're still climbing.
We are still climbing. We're gonna climb up for another 200 feet.
Alright, start letting the nose come down, so push forward slowly. And now, you remember this trim wheel? Start moving it forward a little bit.
Up
So,
and
yep,
down.
up. There you go. Keep going. A little bit more. Keep going. You should start feeling some of the pressure relieve off that yoke. Yep, a little bit more down. So yeah, there.
Down or up? Up.
So a little bit more up, I should say. There you go.
Okay.
And now power, just pull power back just a little bit. Just so we're about one line more back.
More?
Perfect, right there. And now if you let go of the yoke, what's the point you want to do? Wants to climb a little bit, so we need more up with that, alright? Keep your hand on the yoke now, but that's just a way to tell if it is in the right direction. Good. Now we'll cruise all the way over there. You're doing good.
What do you think, Lily?
You having fun?
Yeah.
Let that nose come down just a little bit more.
Down.
Yep, down just a little bit.
You can tell she's a real pilot because she's very serious about it.
Oh yeah. Yep, keep going down a little bit. So move this up a little bit. Move your wheel up, over one more. There you go. Perfect. Pull this back a little bit. Pull your throttle back.
I did.
A little bit more. There you go. Keep going. Can you hear me?
Kind of lost you, I thought.
There is that volume on the side of your, the controller.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So, you can turn those forward a little bit and that should turn it up a little bit. Is that a little better? That a little better? Test, test, test.
If we need to swap out headsets, I got that one back here.
Can you hear me? Alright.
Yeah.
What about now?
Yeah.
Alright, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
So is a plug issue. Alright, you can keep flying. I gotta get the new weather. Oh, that's fine. 20. Alright, keep aiming gently at the city. Good. Can you hear me, Lily? Or is it in and out?
It's kind of in and out. Were you talking to me?
I was. I think we might need to switch headsets.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna switch headsets, Lily.
Alright.
So, for momentarily, we're gonna unplug yours and plug another one in. I have controls.
Okay.
So go.
Two things.
Yep,
Plug in.
pull both of them out. Alright. Go ahead and put this one on. So one's a big one. It only goes in one hole, so. Other one. There you go. How do you hear me now? Alright, go ahead and lift that headset up a little bit if you need to. And then the mic. Here. Hold on, Lily. Hold on. That a little better?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to go on the right side of downtown here. We're going to descend a little bit and keep your power right about 2100. So a little pullback on the power. Perfect. We're going to get around this tower here. And we'll probably do 1 or 2 turns, then we'll go back to the south, okay?
Okay.
And now we'll start leveling off again. We climbed a little bit, but that was just kind of during that situation.
So you are flat level now?
Yep. So you can add a little bit of power in. Very nice. And we'll kind of turn just a little to your left. Yep. There you go. And we'll just kind of fly north for now. So in this general direction.
Just straight?
Yep, just straight will be good.
So Lily, you couldn't hear me before with the headset. Are you having fun?
I am having fun, yes. Absolutely. Never thought I'd get to do this again.
We can move that just a little closer. There you go.
Well, I'm really glad we got you up here.
Oops.
You're fine. You did nothing. We just must be at a level where winds are changing a little bit here and there. You're doing good though, Lily. Add a little bit of power. Once we get kind of closer to the river, we'll turn around the city so we can turn in your direction so you can see everything.
Okay.
I've seen the city quite a bit.
I've never seen it from this direction.
Well, you know, that's always a good experience. Add a little bit of power, and we're going to climb up just a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and start turning a little to your left. So, more left. There you go. Right about there will work.
Okay.
And we'll just keep it coming around nicely all the way around. If the bumps get too bad, let me know and we'll try to find a higher altitude that's smoother, okay?
Well, as long as I know we're okay.
We are okay. I can guarantee you that.
So more left?
Yep, we can start going more left. Keep that turn coming. There's Union Station down there in the World War I Museum.
Uh-huh.
It's right there.
Uh-huh.
And the stadiums for the Chiefs and the Royals are out your window to your left there. Wait, it's not that far. It looks far, but it's only maybe about 5 miles that way. You're doing good. Do you want to go towards the south now? Climb up a little bit?
Okay.
Alright, so go straight ahead here. Alright, you can add a little bit more power. And we won't start climbing here just yet, but... Alright, go ahead and add some power. All the way.
All the way?
Yep. And we're going to start just a gentle climb up. Okay? We're going to go up to 3,500 feet.
Okay.
And as you can see here, we're climbing about 600 feet per minute. And we're climbing and showing a good airspeed, okay?
Okay.
We'll get up a little bit. It shouldn't be bumpy then.
Pull it back?
Nope, keep it in there. Let go of the yoke. It should actually just pitch up nicely where it's at. It's perfectly fine what it's doing. We're climbing at a good airspeed, so we're not too slow. And we're climbing, we're almost at our 3,500 feet. You can keep hanging on just nice and gently. We're just gonna fly southbound here. So these are all still the traditional gauges that still help and fly with all the time. We got another 300 feet to go before we'll level off. So when we level off, just let that nose come down a little bit first, then we'll pull that power back a little bit after that.
Okay.
So start letting that nose come down. So push forward a little bit. There you go. Pull that power back a little bit. Perfect, right there. And now use your trim wheel to adjust your pressure. So are you pushing forward a lot? Then trim up. There you go.
Is that okay?
Let go of the yoke. And you did a little too much. A little too much. So backwards, just a little bit. Perfect. A little bit more maybe. There you go. Now you can fly and it's a lot easier. So now we're cruising along. We'll cruise back out down here. Should be a lot smoother up here. I'm just going to lessen our fuel flow here so we're not burning as much gas. And the engine likes it a little better. That'll work. See, we're climbing a little bit?
Yeah.
Yep, so push forward a little bit and maybe pull this wheel up just a little bit. There you go. They're so nice in downtown. Most of the time. Sometimes they get really busy. Alright, so we're going to keep going ahead. This is a traffic that's 2,500 feet above us heading this way. So he's somewhere over here above us. He's not a factor because he's so high, but that's what you're seeing right there.
Okay.
So unlike the older planes, we do actually have traffic in some of these newer ones. We're going to keep following the south road for a little bit. We got to get a little farther away from the class Delta and class Bravo airspace.
I think I'm missing something.
What you missing?
Oh, here. Yes.
Yep, that's your heading.
Okay.
Yep, so that's your heading right now. This is the plaza right over here.
I think we're
I think right over here. Oh no, we already passed it. It's back there a little bit.
Oh.
The plaza, that's the... Let's do a right turn to about that heading, please. That's the plane he was talking to. Alright, rolling's level right about here. He's descending, but I just wanted to make sure we're clear of him. Somewhere over here. He's below us by 500 feet roughly.
Oh,
But it's still that cautionary.
right.
Alright, we can start heading back south again. So, we'll go back a little bit to the south, and if you look, we'll follow this road over here. So, yep.
This road?
Yep, this road. You're doing good. You're climbing a little bit, so push down just a little bit when you turn. Good job, and roll back to your right. Very nice. So if you want, we can start doing some more turns. So if you want to try doing some steeper turns, it's fun.
Okay.
You'll be fine, I promise.
Okay.
So do you see these two lines here, the second and third one? Let's aim for about the second one, okay?
Oh,
So just a nice gentle bank all the way into it. You're fine. Keep banking. Just keep the plane, let it roll around. There you go. And then just pull back just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. That's not too bad, is it?
No, not bad at all.
Good. Yeah, this plane can go a lot steeper, but this is a good way to start.
Now you want me to level off?
Yep, you can level off. Let's make another second line to the south. So we'll second line and we'll bank a little steeper to the south. There you go. That's all you, Lily. There you go. And we'll kind of follow this general direction.
It's okay?
You're perfect. You're doing good. Roll wings level, so start to the left. Roll wings level. Bring it around. Pull back just a little bit. There you go. All the way wings level. So keep going more to the left, more left. There you go. So when those two diamonds and this all lines up, that's wings level, as you can see outside.
Okay, alright.
Let me get the new one. Bravo. Sorry, I'm just trying to do that. Oh, it's over here, that binder.
Getting it for you.
Thank you. I just need to double check something. You're doing great. Go ahead and follow this road here. And you wanted about an hour on this, right?
Yes, please.
Alright. That's why I was double checking. So, Johnson County's airport is right over there. By a little bit. We're kind of just on the following pretty much I-69 and I can't remember, I-49, that one. There you go. So it's nice and smooth up here. We're going a whole 97 knots because we have a 25 knot, almost quarter headwind right here. So the other way we're going a lot faster, but we're still doing pretty good. We're going about 100 knots, which is roughly 1.15, so probably about 105, 110 miles per hour. It's not too bad. You're doing good. Is there any, we can go kind of towards the lake, which is over in that direction if you want, so we can start turning to your right. So turn right to a heading of about that should work. We're gonna go closer to that lake. Shouldn't take too long. That looks like there's a high school practice area.
Off to your right, it almost looks like they're building the runway right there.
That is actually an old runway.
Okay.
So, oh, actually that one, that might be that looks like a drag strip almost, but
Yeah,
let's see.
one or the other.
There you go, rolling's level all the way. Well, it doesn't show up, but it looks like, I could say that used to be an old airport right there. The one with all the boxes and everything, cars.
Yep.
That used to be there. I don't know, that could be someone's private one they're making, I don't know. It does kind of look like it though. You're doing great, by the way.
I climbed a little bit.
Okay, so how do we correct for that? Just let the nose come down a little bit. If it was a substantial amount of altitude we had to lose, I would say pull your power back. But the little bit of descending we're going to do, we're not going to accelerate that much.
Okay.
And let's go a little bit more to your left. So kind of go in that general direction over here. We're going to get too close to the airport if we go this way, so.
Is that okay?
That's perfect. Right here, and just roll wings level. And then if you look, we can kind of just keep in this general direction as much as possible.
Okay.
And we're going out to the lake that I can actually see now. If you look way out there, there's kind of a bluish area.
Oh.
It's kind of hard to see, but that's where we're going. If you ask me what lake that is, I would have to look up. I'm horrible with lakes here. Hillsdale Lake. So, let go of the yoke for a second. So, plane looks pretty trimmed out. So you were actually pulling back just a little bit when you didn't actually need to.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was climbing that a little bit.
Okay.
So if you look over here, do you see that little strip of area over here? That's actually the airport that we took off from. And then you see farther that way, you'll see a bigger airport, kind of a lot of buildings. That's New Century. So that's Gardner area.
Oh, okay.
Right there. So they're only about 9 miles apart from each other, which is quite close actually.
Didn't know Gardner had an airport.
Gardner actually has two. They have K-34, which is a little, not private, but a very small strip. And then they have New Century, which is a Class Delta airport, which has bigger runways, and they used to be a military base of some sort, I think, because they have all the old, they have Chinooks there, the big helicopters, so.
Originally it was a Navy airport.
That's what, I knew it was some sort of it.
And then Garmin is their aviation testing center down
They
there.
have Garmin down there. They have, so this is kind of one of our deals with Garmin, is all this lovely stuff. This is the touch screen, so all this is touched really nice. They're all synced up very nicely over there.
I've never seen these before.
They're pretty new. This is an amazing device. It's kind of like a small version of the bigger glass panel one we have. And then these are brand new GPS units that are very, very nice, except in turbulence, because you're like,
Oh.
so you have little buttons here that help, that you can do pretty much everything on without having to touch it, but yeah. So we have traffic on here, we have terrain, we have weather, we have all the different kind of things. So right now it's showing this, Johnson County, because that's the airport we're going to land at, so I just have I have a distance off of it right here, so I can see how far we are away from it. As you can see, it's right over there. There's a lot of nice area around here. We can go ahead and fly, keep flying to the lake, and we'll kind of just circle around the lake a little bit. You're doing really well. Is it as easy as you remember?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Well, that's my job. I'm here to give you some confidence.
I think you're doing a great job, Willie.
You really are. I can tell you've flown before because you're making corrections without me saying. You're like, oh, I'm climbing, descent, up. You're doing really well. Flying isn't that horribly difficult if you understand trim. If you're fighting the plane the whole time, you'll get really tired. Alright. There's an aircraft right there. The jet.
Uh-huh.
Climbing up. He's right there, 2,000 feet above us. He's over the wing right now. He'll come out that backside shortly. That's what's nice with the traffic, is it gives you somewhere to look instead of just going, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Yep, so keep aiming at the lake over there, just like you're doing. Slightly to your left would work. We're cruising not too bad. We'll cruise a lot faster on the way back in. And then what I'll do is once we fly a little bit longer, when we get closer to the airport, I'll take over and do the landing for us.
Okay.
But you did great on the takeoff, so.
Atlantic was always the hardest part for me.
Always is. It still is sometimes difficult depending on the wind conditions.
Yeah.
And today it's favoring a little crosswind, so. Alright, a little to our left, a little more at the water. Make this squish up a little bit. That might help a little bit.
Yeah, I'm used to being short.
It's okay. My girlfriend's short. She just accepts all my short jokes for the last 2 years. She's a keeper. Yeah, so you can go pretty far in an hour. I mean, we still have. We've only gone up for about a half an hour right now.
Oh, really?
Actually, half an hour or so.
You want me to go directly over the
Yeah, you can go over the lake. We have no worries there. Reason why is we're still high enough that we can, if anything did happen, we can get to the shoreline. So you can go over it perfectly fine. This plane's a really good old plane. Not even that old. All of our planes are really quite new, actually. Paola is that way. So there's an airport in Paola. It's called Miami County, which is always really weird to say when you're in Kansas. Miami doesn't make sense. I just go Miami County, and I'm like, I wish I was in Miami. So you're doing really well. How do you like the new gauges versus the old? They're different, right?
Yeah, they're just a lot more to look at than I'm used to. Well,
they're a little. These are a little. They have to be here for backup, but sometimes I like looking at these more than I do these, just for the fact of they're easier, quicker to read sometimes.
I understand them better.
Exactly, and that's why they're still there. They still are very helpful. You're still doing really well, though. Yeah, the other plane was taken, so we couldn't put you in the other ones. Huh. That's interesting.
Kind of full tilt there, isn't it?
Hillsdale Lake, isn't that where that?
What?
I was gonna say Hillsdale Lake, isn't that where that guy drowned?
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
Here, I'm just gonna move your bike a little bit closer. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it is like that. And so you can kind of aim at the little poke out of the island there, after the little bridge. You can start aiming that way.
Okay.
A little to your left.
Okay.
That needs to be redone.
You can see it turning in the casing. It just doesn't. It just.
I don't know. It wasn't like that when you put the thing up there?
No.
I wonder if the GPS little, because it was so close to it, it sometimes can affect it, but we'll just have the maintenance reset it. It's not a,
Yeah.
or whatever they have to do, but yeah.
Well, did we look at that when we were setting the,
It's automatically set.
Oh, because we're digital, that's right.
And then if you want, you can kind of start aiming to the outside edge of it, and we can cut across.
But let me clarify, I didn't look at it when I set the GPS up
That's
there.
perfectly fine. I just noticed it. I was like, huh. Now don't climb a little bit, so push the nose down just a little bit.
Yeah, I think I have a tendency to do that when
I had the same thing, so don't worry. It's just it's more of a, you have to get used to doing this instead of kind of a pullback to it. And roll wings level right about here.
Now, Lily, I think Barb's family, they spent a lot of time out here on Hillsdale Lake
Oh, really?
when she was growing up.
Let that nose come down just a little bit. There you go. Yeah, when it was Memorial Day, it was really busy.
I'm having a blast just getting to go for a ride back here.
That's always good.
Oh, I'm really having a blast.
That's good. You can go ahead and start aiming at that lake over here. That one, just a little bit.
Okay.
Yep, so let that nose come down a little bit.
Okay.
And you're completely fine this. I haven't touched the controls, so you're doing good. Roll wings level, because the wind's going to push you that way, so roll wings level early. And then the wind's going to crab us over there. So right now we're crabbing into the wind. You see this little diamond here? By chance? That's actually what we're actually traveling. So we're actually getting pushed about 10 to 20 degrees to the left right now.
Okay.
And that's because of the wind.
Now we're zipping along right now. The way we're 125 knots ground speed.
So it's not this lake, but that other little lake here. I think one of these lakes on the way to Paola, actually, oh, there it is. See this one? Let's go ahead and start turning to your left. There's one right behind us over here, where you see some of the stuff in it next to the highway. You'll see it in a minute. They actually do wakeboarding out of that one. And it's like a tow line that tows them around, and people can wakeboard and do tricks and stuff. It's really quite cool. Yeah, we'll just start making our way back to the airport, so keep turning around. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep turning until we get to about that heading or so. Okay. Keep that turn coming. Keep it coming around. more turn, we gotta go more that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, this little lake right there. It looks like a circle, kind of. Squarish circle. They actually do water skiing out of there, and it's wakeboarding. So they actually are getting pulled by a rigging above. It's pretty interesting.
So that is 69 highway there, or?
That is 169. But yeah, you can see, if you look carefully, you can see like the little lakes for people. Yep, just down there. I didn't know about it until I flew over one day. I thought it was very, very interesting. So someone's actually getting pulled there.
Have you done that?
Nope. I'd probably blow my knee out. Alrighty, keep flying in this general direction right here. This is good. We're going back to Johnson County. Alright, we're going to descend down to 2,100 feet, so I'm going to reset your altitude in there. Pull a little bit of power back to about 2,100 RPM, so give it a good pull. I can loosen that up, there we go. There you go, right there. And now we're only going to let it come down about 500 feet per minute, so take this wheel and move it down just a little bit. A little bit more, there you go. Now, out there's a water tower, and then there's the airport off to the right of the water tower. We're aiming at the water tower right now, and that's perfectly what we want to do. Alright? So we'll just keep bringing it down. I'm going to enrich our mixture as we descend.
We're going to go down how far?
All the way down to 2,100 or 2,100. So another 1,000 feet. A little to your left, please. Just a little left. Kind of aim at that water tower if you can see it out there.
Yeah.
Keep that nose coming down though. There you go. We want to keep descending. Might hit some bumps on the way down. All part of the game. But we are perfectly safe. There you go. Very nice job, Willie. I always, when you get the bumps, you go, whee! It makes it a lot more exciting. And then people just think you're a little crazy. You're like, you're laughing. I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun. This is my roller coaster.
Okay, we're almost at
You're doing great. Yep, just keep that nose gently coming down. And by the time we get down there, we're going to be pretty close to the airport, and then I will, you can follow along, but I will actually fly the landing for us, okay?
Okay, now, should I level off now, or?
Nope, another 300 feet down to 2,100. So you have another 300 feet.
Okay, okay.
You're doing fine. I already see it's going to be a bumpy day today.
It's worse when it's hot, isn't it?
Yeah, because once the ground starts heating up, you have to really climb up to get some cooler air. Alright. I have the controls. You can follow along though.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going to get us into our downwind. And he told us to make right traffic, which means we're going to be on the left side of the airport making right turns to the runway, okay?
Okay.
So if we're going to stay at about 90 knots at 2,100 feet is our good downwind speed. Two, 3, 0, and 1 and 1. So right now we're about a half mile widthwise from the runway. And we're going to keep this until we get to the end of the runway. Traffic check, gas above, excavation, bridge conflict. Alright, so we're coming up on the end of the runway. At this point, we are going to start pulling power back. Putting our first notch of flaps in. And letting the nose come down. You want to turn our strobe light and landing light off, that'd be great. They're right down there. The landing light and the strobe light. This one here.
Oh.
And this one where my thumb is,
Oh,
or
okay.
finger, and then that one right there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You had fun?
Yeah,
That's good.
Turn around and give a smile to the camera. Awesome. So glad you got to do this.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes.
It's a nice little crosswind today.
Yeah, once you got down below 1,500 feet, AGL, it was
Yeah.
here.
That final, it's a stiff one, and then right when you get by these buildings, it starts cutting out. So you have to like carefully take your correction out, otherwise you overshoot the runway pretty much.
It was a good landing.
Thank you. Those are the ones I like. The ones that make me work for them a little bit.
Well, and then, you know, nice little short run out there on the brakes off the runway.
It wasn't even that hard either. I think it's just because we were so slow when we landed. And just for easy use, so I don't have to back it in, I'm just going to drive through the one over here. Chopper 9.
Look at that.
Alright, we're going to turn this one off, and the white one, go ahead and turn both white ones up.
Now what I want you to do is push this button and pull it all the way back. Good. Go ahead and turn the master switch off and then the key off.
All the way.
All the way, and then take it out for me. Awesome. Thank you very much.
So Lily, turn around. I'll take a couple of pictures of you in the airplane.
Okay. Reese, you can't find my glasses here.
They probably fell down the pocket a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get them?
Yeah. Smile. You can put your glasses on.
You're fine. I'm going to take this.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm glad you did good.
Thank you.
Alright, so let me jump onto the seat and I'll help you with that. You have to pull it all the way back. Alright. You want to watch your leg? Alright, go ahead and pull it back. Alrighty. You want me to hang on to anything?
Yeah, well,
There you go. Click the foot right there. I got you, don't worry. There you go. Good. I got you, don't worry.